What up, YouTube? All right, there's a lot of talk out there. There's a lot of bullshit out there about the subconscious mind and how people think and claim that you can just change it and you don't have to do anything. And instantly your life will manifest new things, right? And guess what? You've been duped. Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna unpack for you what I've seen that has worked very well for me to reprogram my subconscious mind. And you don't have to just believe me, okay? See, in these other videos, they're asking you to just believe, or they're wearing a robe and they're trying to look all spiritual just so that you can see the image that they have. But what I've done is over the past 3 years, created the best friendships of my life, created the most amazing relationship with my wife, and we have a kid on the way. I've made over $1 million in my business. I've figured out how to consistently increase my net worth every single month. It's amazing what's possible if you actually understand how to reprogram the subconscious mind. All right, so let's dive in, baby. All right, so first things first. Do you know what program even means? Because if you don't even know what program means, how the hell are you gonna reprogram your subconscious mind, okay? You know something called etymology, right? Fancy term, right? Before you click off the video, quick, let me just map it out to you, okay? So you got pro, you got gram. Okay, pro means before and gram means write, right? It means to write out, like with words, okay? So program is actually words held in your body, held in your mind. And it's how you're actually able to even comprehend this video. Isn't this amazing? I'm saying a bunch of words in my American accent for all you who aren't, American. And you're able to automatically have an idea of what I'm saying. Pretty cool, right? But here's the issue is you have definitions of the words that I'm saying, even the definition of the word definition, or even the definition of the word word or the word program. And you have your definitions that your mind automatically goes to. Here's how we can test this, okay? Let's take the word stress. S-T-R-E-S-S, stress. And when I say the word stress, pause the video or just ask yourself, right, what words come up for you? Stress means blank, and fill in the blank, okay? Now, that will start to show you how your subconscious mind is programmed. We can look at the word stress and automatically you'll come up with new words. But guess what, right? This is what I mean by reprogramming. So I'm gonna tell you at a high level what it is, and then in a moment, I'll show you how to actually reprogram it with some specific tools and specific processes, by which you can make sure that that word stress automatically goes to something that's empowering instead of disempowering, okay? So whatever you put for the word stress, it might be something like pain, discomfort, emotion, sadness, pit in your stomach, whatever it is, or work, boss, job, deadlines. You have all these different words that come up with it, okay? But stress in its truest definition just means emphasis on a point. That's it. That's all it is. But it's one thing for me to tell you that. It's another thing for us to now reprogram that in a physical way in your body. So now when you see stress or you experience stress, in that moment, your mind now jumps to emphasis on a point instead of the other stuff, the myriad of other things that come up. So how can we now start to work through this, right? Because when you can get your subconscious mind reprogrammed to what you want it to be, to what would actually be empowering to you and to other people, when you can do that, imagine what's possible. Like, have you ever noticed yourself looping around where you have a certain type of relationship in your life, or a certain amount of money in your bank account, or a certain habit that you have that you just can't seem to change? You don't know how to change it. That should be ding, 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 green light. This is what your subconscious mind is programmed for. And guess what? It's probably not what you actually really want, right? I'm interested in futures that are bigger and better for me, for you, for everyone. That's what I'm here to do. Okay, so I work on reprogramming my subconscious mind for that. But is it enough to just write affirmations all day? Is it enough to just read books all day? No, right? Not at all. What you have to do is you have to get that information at a certain speed, and you got to get that into the unconscious mind, into the knowledge bank. And that's where something called TechnoTutor comes in. It is the best tool I have ever found in my entire life that gets information directly into the unconscious mind. Now it's in there for good. So you have it as part of you. Now here's the thing, right? You have like 50,000 other programs in your mind. So just using TechnoTutor for one day or a week is not going to radically change your life. It's a constant ongoing process of rebuilding and purifying the words, the concepts, the understanding that you have of the world and how it works. So now you can look at the word stress and automatically your mind will go to emphasis. So that's actually kind of empowering. Because if I'm stressing something to you, or you're experiencing stress in your body or stress from your environment, you now know that, guess what? You're just overemphasizing something. Pretty cool, right? But now imagine every single word you ever learned in your entire life, such as the words money, friendship, family, partner, bank, credit, debit, anxiety, humiliation, right? All those words, imagine you actually purify what comes up for you. So it's a real proper definition. Pretty amazing, right? So that's how you start to reprogram the subconscious mind, is you use something called techno-tutor. If you don't know what that is or you want to hear more information about it, just reach out to me. I can share some amazing things with you. I have some other videos on it. Now, guess what else you can do? There's a process. It's called self-forgiveness. And it's a way that you can now journal in an effective way, where you can map out your mind and what's in the subconscious. Because guess what? Here's a question. Are you conscious of what's in your subconscious mind? Of course not. It's subconscious, meaning below. Again, if you don't know the definitions of these words, good luck. You're going to be stuck. You're going to be limited by your vocabulary, right? You will not rise to the level of your desires. You will fall to the lowest standards that you have. And your lowest standards are actually a result of the vocabulary and the words you understand. Your vocabulary is not just words that you think about or that you memorize from school. Your vocabulary is actually what you can see and what you can do. Think about someone who's a billionaire or someone who's a pro athlete. Their vocabulary, like Michael Jordan, let's say, hey, he was a billionaire and a pro athlete. He had the vocabulary of knowing how to dunk, how to have teamwork, how to practice, how to talk with the coach, how to talk with his team. He had that vocabulary. He was very effective at teamwork. But then also he understood how to make brand deals, right? How to have his brand, how to be a public figure. And he used that to make billions of dollars. That's vocabulary. So don't go thinking vocabulary is that subject in school that you hated. It's how you can do anything. And when your subconscious mind is programmed for that, you become unstoppable. Pretty amazing stuff, okay? So the other thing you can do besides using techno-tutor to reprogram the mind is then using a very specific self-forgiveness journaling process so that you are now able to map out your mind and then line by line, piece of code by piece of code, you're combing through it. And then you're able to write it out and let go of the past. Like imagine you're walking around with a backpack full of rocks that are heavy and burdensome and it bothers you. And you're walking around with that every single day and you aren't even aware of how heavy it is. Now imagine you had a way to pull out those rocks and let them go and then correct your life so you stop picking up new rocks and change it, okay? Some of you out there think, oh, I'll just go do hypnosis. Oh, I'll just go do a binaural beats meditation. Oh, I'll just go try and find some, $50 book that's just gonna change my life. You're never gonna change like that. I'll just be the bearer of, I could call it bad news, but I'll really be the bearer of the best news ever, is that these two processes, techno-tutor and the writing, will change your life drastically. I've seen 200 plus people directly that I've known them through their whole process with it. Their life has changed way, 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 way for the better. Okay? I was just in Miami at an event with techno-tutor. It was amazing. The people in there, people that had messed up childhoods, people that were held back, people that didn't know English, people that struggled with money, people on the brink of divorce, all of them across the board, every single time techno-tutor works. It's amazing. And so that, my friends, is how you can instantly reprogram your subconscious mind when you have the tools. Because at that high-speed learning, it's really at a quantum pace. That's how quickly you can change what's inside you. And now you become programmed for what you want to have happen and for what would be bigger, better, more amazing in your life. That's what this is really about, okay? So for those of you who are bold enough and courageous enough to have a real conversation with someone so you can see, what is in my mind? What habits would I want to actually change for good? Reach out because there's a lot of really cool stuff that I can show you and stuff so you can see the exact game plan. Like I can share with you the stuff that I put through my techno-tutor that helped me make all the money, have the amazing relationship, create my life into something that's awesome, have a local community, have a kid on the way, like just such good stuff. I'm happy to share all of that with you. You just got to reach out and you got to take that first step because I'm not going to chase you down, but I will be there for the people who are interested in this, because I'm here to find the game changers, the people that want to make the world a better place for everybody. In order to do that, you got to change some of the programming, right? You're not going to change just by wishing and hoping you can change. You're going to change because you reprogram yourself at a subconscious level, and this is how you do it in the quickest, most effective, permanent way. Cheers.